what's going to happen with Revelation 12 and 12 for future prophecy. He said, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, means destruction to the inhabitants of the earth, the people on the earth, and of the sea, people in the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's why you read 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? He know he got a short time. Most High shortened his time. So therefore you said in verse 17, the dragon, which is the beast, which is the dragon, which is the serpent, which is the devil, which is Satan, which is the spirit of Esau and the Edomites. It's saying the dragon was brought with the woman who are the 12 tribes of Israel. When you read Jeremiah 6 and 2, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. You see, symbolically. And went to make war with the remnant, that's the 1/3 of her seed. Of her seed. Which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua, you see? So, these are the things you're looking at. Plagues, they're going to be here. They ain't going nowhere. Y'all talking about things getting back to normal. What you going to do when it come for you? Again and again and again. They ain't going nowhere. When you read Revelation, it's talk about plagues. That's all they talk about, plagues. Look at Revelation 15 and 1.
Has joined.
Revelation 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. You see? So this wrath is coming. Stop. How you going to stop this? Look. Verse 6. It said, and the 7 angels came out of the temple, having the 7 plagues, clothed in pure and white linen. Ain't no butt-naked angels, clothed in pure and white linen, and having their breasts girded with golden girdles. You see, they had a golden girdle on. And one of the 4 beasts came unto the 7 angels, and one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials full of the wrath of the Most High, who liveth forever and ever. You better understand. And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of the Most High and from his power. And no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. Y'all ready for this? You better understand. And how the Most High gonna do it is in his way. It ain't our way, it's his way. He gonna plague the people that have us have us oppressed too. Look at these are plagues. These are conditions that's future prophecies. Look, Revelation 16. Let's read verse 15. Read verse 15. This is my secretary speaking. Let's start at verse 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. Hear that? This wickedness, evil coming out of the mouth of the dragon. You know, the dragon, the serpent, the beast, the devil, Satan, all of them the same spirit. And out of the mouth of the beast, see? The dragon and the beast. See? It's all the same. Evil spirits. And out of the mouth of the false prophet. These false religions, mainly set up through the Catholic Church, but they are the spirits of devils. See that? For they are the spirit of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth, that's those that's in charge over these countries and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of the Most High Almighty, and the Mashiach Yahushua Almighty. This is what Mashiach Yahushua said. Behold, I come as a thief. You ain't going to know when the thief coming. Blessed is he that watches. You got to be watching, but you got to know what to watch for. And keeping his garments, lest he walk naked. Keep yourself straight with the Most High in righteousness, or you're going to be exposed for your wickedness, your evil, your sins. And they see his shame. You're going to be shamed. He's going to bring shame upon you. And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air. He poured out his vial into the air. And there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. Say, no man ever felt this kind of earthquake. And the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell. You tell me this ain't judgment? And the great city of America was divided into three parts. Shoom, shoom, shoom. And the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon, great America, came in remembrance before the Most High, to give unto her the cup of the wine or the fierceness of his wrath. Better understand, overstand. That's why he said, man, he said, going to destroy this place from off the face of the earth. Amos 9 and 8. America came into mind, and all you that's joined into the way of the wickedness of this place, listen. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving, he gonna save someone. I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Most High. So he's looking at this sinful nation, this sinful kid. That's why I say it came to remembrance. Remember, he said it came into remembrance, to his mind. He remembered. America, he ain't forgot about you. See, they be like, nobody see me. Behold, the eyes of the Most High power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving, he gonna save somebody, that I would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, the family of Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel. 1/3, mind you, said the Most High. Listen how he defines that. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel, that's scattered among all these nations. 12 tribes of Israel are scattered among all these nations. He's going to sift us from among all these nations, among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sieve, yet shall not the least, that's the 1/3, y'all, grain fall upon the earth. I mean, it's hip talk. He's using, analysis of crops and so forth, but he said, let us know, hey, the least is the 1/3 that he's bringing through the fire, that's going through the tribulation, going through everything that you can imagine, and then some, to maintain themselves in this truth. You see, that's the least. Grain shall not fall upon the earth. But listen to what he said. For all you that think that you could do whatever you want to do and follow your pork chop eating preachers telling you that you ain't under the Most High's law. You heard what he just said in this lesson. This is what he's telling you again. Verse 10, all the sinners of my people, when we say the Most High hates sinners. We just read that. He hates the sinners. All the sinners of my people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, shall die by the sword. He said, I'm going to kill you. And Esau is the Most High sword. And wicked Israelites is the Most High sword. And all other nations that's wicked is the Most High sword. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. He gonna get you. Well, I'm here to warn you. This is serious as serious could be. Because Jacob is running rapid, man. And, you know, people are falling into the trap of thinking that the worldly people, worldly men, worldly women is the way to go. It's only temporary, y'all. You're going to find out when this go down. All you that's with somebody worldly, you want around somebody worldly, you're going to pay the price, boy. Because they're going to be crying. Just like I remember one time we was in a Dorsey Park. And we marched in there real strong. And it started being a commotion over a certain area. So we already trained. We got in a circle. Locked arms and got in a circle. Everybody ran. Cats had babies and strollers. I remember the lady grabbed her baby out the stroller and they stomped it. They were stampeding. They stomped that stroller down. But the dude was gone. The dudes were gone. Hardcore, whoever they are, claimed to be. Everybody ran. And we circled up. And you know, them little children ran in the middle of the circle. They ran in the middle of the circle. Because I remember I was teaching a brother, and when I turned, a brother was coming, he was like, and I had to push him off to the side. And he was just running, you gonna run us over. I pushed him off to the side. So he would just run us over. Then we locked our arms, together. That brother, he went on running with the crowd that I was teaching. He went running with the crowd too. I'm talking about all of them. Nobody stayed. No man stayed. For their women, for their babies, for nothing. No reason. They all ran. All these different religions was there. And there are people that don't believe in nothing. Whatever they believe in, whatever they was dealing with, they all ran. And we circled up, and the little children had enough sense to run. The 8 children ran in the middle of the circle. That's letting you know that they left their children. And they had to come back and find their children, looking for their children, and they in the middle of the circle. That's why I say, look, they tell you when this go down. Look, 2nd Ezra, I went over this before. Can't go over it enough. 15 and oh yeah, I got it. I got it though. 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Talk about martial law, right? "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Don't tell me what the Bible don't know what it's talking about. Men gonna be afraid. And they're afraid of something like that. Wasn't no shooting or nothing like that. They wasn't shooting. They were just boxing up there. They were just fighting. Everybody ran. Left their little children. Left the woman to look for their children. And the men were too embarrassed probably to come back. Going over there, you go over there and get them. The women had to come. Say, oh, who are you guys? You ought to run. Everybody else ran. Oh, sorry, man. They talk about their men. He left me and the baby. Like, wow. Men gonna be afraid. Better recognize, y'all. Look at Jeremiah 4 and 18. Jeremiah 4 and 18. "Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reaches unto thine heart." It's cold, man. It's cold. "Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness," Yasharallah, "because it is bitter." And a lot of you bitter because your life ain't right. Like I asked the other day, well, who really been loved? Who really know about love? And I'm not talking about just keeping up the commandments. I'm talking about really feeling compassion for your brother and your sister. That you know that you've been loved. That's why there's a lot of bitterness in our nation. Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter. Yeah, it's bitter. You look at, you always caught up into all the, like, and don't give me, surely oppression make a wise man mad, because I done seen been with you, you ain't seem like you're oppressed, having a great time, enjoying life. You ain't oppressed all the time. Just oppressed whenever it comes down to teaching the Bible. But after the book is closed, now what? You oppressed whenever you with your woman, having a good time, or you hanging out with the brothers and we partying, having a good time. You oppressed then? Nah. It's just whenever you teach this Bible. A lot of you. Or your life is all messed up, so therefore you're gonna use it to be able to negate whatever it is that you're bringing forth, to be having such an attitude. But hey, you hurting your life. You hurting yourself. Because you bitter. You bitter because something's wrong with you. Love thy neighbor as thyself. So you can't love your brother because you can't love yourself. You love yourself, you can love your people. Why we can't love each other? Y'all want to use love just as the commandments, which is true. But the Most High, what if he said, Jacob have I loved? What he talking about? Keeping his own commandments? What do you think he talking about? He said, Jacob have I loved. What do you think he talking about? If you want to say love is just keeping up the commandments, what do you think he talking about? Because we done broke his commandments. But he say he still love us. You can't eliminate feelings. You can't eliminate compassion. You can't eliminate none of that. Because that's what he's saying. We so like bitter against each other. Because it reaches unto thy mind. That bitterness reaches into your mind, the way you think. Off. Instead of loving, like, look, love the Most High with all thy heart, mind, and soul, and strength. Love thy neighbor as thyself. All the commandments based upon those two principles. How we love the Most High and how we love each other. How we care about each other. How you care about your people. If you don't care about your people, the Most High don't care about you. Because he said he loved Jacob. If you don't love Jacob, then he don't care about nothing about you. Get out of here. Prove it. Prove it. He loved you and you hate your own people. Bunch of degenerates, man. And if you don't change, you're going to have to pay. While the Most High, us being like that, Jeremiah 5:15. Most High said, lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far. O house of Israel, O family of the 12 tribes of Israel, said the Most High. It is a mighty nation. It is an ancient nation, a nation whom language thou knowest not. We spoke Hebrew. Perfect example. Your name is Toby. Beat him. How? What's your name? Go to Kente. Beat him some more. Pow! Pow! What's your name? Go to Kente. Keep beating him. Pow! Pow! What's your name? My name is Toby. My name is Toby. You speak no English? When we came here, sir, we had different dialects of Hebrew. Come on now. He said a nation whose language thou knowest not, neither understandest. What they say. Say, we ain't understand what they said. We didn't understand nothing they were saying. We had to learn this all over again from start. But it's all good. Because we here now and we got this truth, we don't have an excuse. There's no excuse. No excuse for us at all. Because it's one way or another, you have an opportunity to get this truth and hear what you need to know to make it to salvation, and not what we've been taught in religions and so forth. That is not telling you the truth and not teaching the truth. And understand this. Matthew 12 and 36. But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, that's why I tell people, watch what you say. Especially since everything we're saying is going to the Most High. Bahasham Mashiach Yahushua, he said, every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. So a lot of y'all think y'all actions, no, it's your words. That's why I said every idle word we're going to give an account in the day of judgment. So it behooves you to try and make sure that you speak it in the spirit of what you're hearing in this word, or what you have learned, so that you don't go out of the spirit in what you're saying, because every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. And we all going to meet the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, who judges by the power of the Most High concerning what we done that's right and what we done that's wrong. But by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Hear that? Those are choices we have, y'all. We got to make it right. The best of our ability, man, to do what's right. This certain of the scribes and the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, at least they didn't put Lord there. Master, that's what should be there in the place of that. Master, we would see a sign from thee. And he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Who are you talking to? Israelites. What do you call them? Evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Because we always looking for a sign. The Jews require a sign, it tells us in 1 Corinthians 1:22. And the Greeks seek after wisdom. That's not talking about the Greeks, so-called white people. It's talking about the ones that were calling themselves Greeks, because they were like caught off into Greek culture. You know, Hellenists, Greek-speaking Jews, following the custom of the Edomites and so forth. That's Hellenists, you know. We were Hellenized. Salakia.